When you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembenyama at the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Spurs passing it around. Johnson finds Barnes. Shot clock at 5. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Kicks it out to James. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
You know, LeBron's not really known for his quick trigger, but showing you right there that he does have catch-and-shoot ability.
Drills the three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
First quarter, just over a minute played. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back over to you, Kevin.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Johnson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Reeves with the rebound.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Castle with the bounce pass. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama, a screen on James. Barnes finds Wembanyama. Bangs home the trifecta.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside, James. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Spurs trail by 3. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Here's Johnson after the basket by the Lakers. The wide open look here for Fox. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Luka very intentional in what he's doing here. He understands he's going to get hit, but he's seeking out that contact and playing right through it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at San Antonio. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And checking out the Lakers. 6 games out.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
To the paint, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Outside, Fox. Back to Castle. Barnes finds Wembenyama over Ayton. And there's Wembenyama on the assist by Barnes.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembenyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Here's the 3. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
And we talk about how Wembenyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Doncic. He has 5. James kicks to Doncic. Ayton. And the rejection by Wembenyama. Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Johnson's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Fox against Doncic. Wembenyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Castle. And he drives in.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Doncic. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. James against Barnes. James kicks to Doncic. Kept alive. Goes back up. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Wembenyama. Pass to Castle. Here's Barnes. Now Castle. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to Reeves. Clock at 6. Can they get it? And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Spurs trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Reeves against Fox. And the rejection by Ayton.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. And it's Luke Kennard in for Austin Reeves. The Spurs also changing it up. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. Harper against Doncic. Pass to Wembenyama. Over Vanderbilt. That's good from Wembenyama on the assist by Vassell.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Harper with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Harper slams it in.
Oh, showing the hops there. Harper can get up with the best of them.
Lakers leading by 6. Inside. Here's LeBron. Out to Doncic. Off target from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for LeBron. Here's Harper. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And man, is Vassell tough to guard. So good at using that length to get the call.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Vassell. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, and we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
Vassell hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Doncic. A rebound by the Spurs.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
Fox passes to Vassell. Harper with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Harper's shot's good.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt the pass to Hachimura. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Three-pointer, Fox. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Harper. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And they're also top 5 in three-point shooting. Some being the scheme, but also this group's put in a lot of practice.
And their defense is one of their best weapons for sure. As you said, ranking 2nd in points scored off turnovers. They're not a team that sits back. They attack. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Barnes. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Back to Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Castle. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
Now, here's Vassell. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Hachimura. And Hayes kicks to Kennard. Shoots over Vassell. Shot's good by Kennard. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Now, here's Vassell. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
The first one falls.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Hayes. Doncic outside from 17 feet out, and he comes up with the deuce. Doncic has got 10 points.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Hachimura against Vassell. Castle, no one around him. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Castle's got his second basket of the game. .29 seconds left to play here in the first. Doncic kicks to Hayes. Pass to Kennard. Here's Hachimura. Covered by Vassell. Doncic dishes to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
8 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fires top of the key. And the Spurs scoring again.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers ahead. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
We've got Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Bryant. Castle with it. They set the screen over Reeves. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Castle's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Reeves with it. Castle covering. Shoots from the right block. And it's Reeves getting it to go.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Reeves is focused in, I mean, he's tremendous.
To the inside. Bryant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And that one misses. Johnson's checked in for Harper. He doesn't get the second one. The Lakers trail. Hachimura the pass to Hayes. Got a hand on it. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Castle, covered by Hayes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
That's good from Castle. Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. He's perfect from the line this time. Lakers trail by 3. Down low, it's tipped and taken away by Johnson. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Reeves against Castle. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Harper wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Spurs leading by 3. Vassell outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. There's the pick. Johnson inside. He's against Vanderbilt. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Keldon Johnson.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Johnson against Vanderbilt. Reeves with the screen for Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. He's got 13. Pass to Cornette. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Now, Vanderbilt. Now, here's Kennard. Hands the 12-footer. Kennard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Castle with the bounce pass. Cornette kicks to Vassell. Back to Cornette. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. Austin Reeves, 4th.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And San Antonio with the change here, too. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Harper. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Lakers trail by 4. Now Reeves, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Shot's good by Kennard.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Kennard against Vassell. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Vanderbilt after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Doncic, and it's blocked, and they get it back. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Just 4 to shoot. And here's Reeves outside. The rebound by the Spurs. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Vassell wide open from outside off the mark. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron left side. Doncic outside. Los Angeles with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Taking the gloves off, you like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Lakers. Jake LaRavia comes in for Luke Kennard. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harper, he's checked in for Stephon Castle. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to James. Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by Harper. And that one, good. And that's 12 points for Luka Doncic.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Spurs leading by 3. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level, so we'll see what that brings.
Now, here's Harper. Wembenyama trying to free himself up. And there's Harper. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And a wide open look for James. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got 14.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Fox with the screen for Harper. Pass to Wembenyama. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
And he makes the first.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembenyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Kennard, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Kennard kicks to Ayton. Pass to Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Wembenyama down low. He's covered by Ayton. Wembenyama on the follow.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's Laravia missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Harper. Now, Wembenyama. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. LeBron outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
First free throw is good.
Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper. Both free throws good from James. San Antonio leading by 3. Castle with it. 13 points in the game. Wembenyama finds Fox. Just 5 on the clock. He's looking for Wembenyama and finds him.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for James. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles, trailing by 5. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. And it's Wembenyama with the jam.
And this is what you want to see. Wembenyama attacking with authority inside.
Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Ayton dishes to Doncic. There's 1:40 left in the first half. 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against John Collins and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the Boston matchup,
It's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembenyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Doncic. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
59 seconds left here in the second. Outside, Fox. Wembenyama against Ayton. Low block shot on the way, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to Laravia. It's stolen by Wembenyama. Johnson, that's for two. Second chance effort. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Reeves outside. Here's Doncic. Forcing his way inside.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Floats it up for nobody's getting that high, but Wembenyama.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hit.
He got it in. How about that?
A bomb at the buzzer. How about that? Unreal. Whips this crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Back right after this.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
And with a moment here, time to give our compliments to the players of the week. The winner in the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
He's a tremendous player. Fills it up, facilitates the offense. Good to see Tyrese getting this award.
Yeah, and he always looks like he's having fun out there. The positive energy rubs off on your teammates.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
San Antonio leading. On the court right now for the Spurs. In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the center. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. And the Spurs with possession here. Over in the corner, Barnes. 6 to shoot. Over Ayton. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Spurs. Doncic passes to LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Wembanyama against Ayton. Pass to Castle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Now, here's Doncic. Ayton a screen on Barnes. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. Spurs leading by 4. Spurs working the ball around now. Castle, the open look, comes up empty from 19 feet out. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Outside, James. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And here's Wemby. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The lead is 2.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Castle. He's got 16. Wemby, a screen on Ayton. Castle misses.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
There you go.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Spurs trail by 3. Now Castle. Johnson finds Wemby. Back to Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
Ferocious slam by Johnson, trying to tear the rim off the hinges.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. Putting up about 24 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Reeves outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Reeves has got 7 points.
Well, Reeves takes a bunch of three-pointers, and he connects on a lot of them.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
There wasn't a whole lot of waiting around to find out if Wembenyama was the real deal or not. He established himself very early on as an elite talent in this league, and his potential is unreal.
And a deep three from Doncic. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Fox with the drive. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 1. Reeves with it. He's got 7. To the middle. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. Count that bucket. LeBron's got 20 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Reeves oozing with confidence on shots like these. Really good job capitalizing there.
Spurs trail by 4. Barnes outside. Wembanyama, a screen on James. Barnes can't get it to go.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Close games often come down to who makes the big. That is one heck of a rejection right there.
Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by LaRavia. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jake LaRavia. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's the Lakers with it. Down low. LeBron stuffs it home.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Ayton against Wembanyama. And they pick up 2. Wembanyama's got 30 points.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Here's James, and stolen by Castle. One-on-one here. Wembenyama driving.
He runs so well for his size. Wembenyama knows how to finish on the break.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to LaRavia. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembenyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Offensive rebound. Ayton. Bucket is good. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Spurs have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Pass to Wembenyama. Here's Castle. 16 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Wembenyama, a big man with big range.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. Dylan Harper, 4th.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Well, he's a premier pickpocket last month among rookies. You can't afford to get lazy around him because he'll leave you empty-handed for sure.
Now, here's Harper. He has 6. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembenyama. Over Vanderbilt. Easy money for Wembenyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembenyama inside.
And here is Los Angeles now. Fox with the steal. With the step back. Wembenyama passes to Barnes. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Austin Reeves comes in for Doncic. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Man, you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
Back to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 4. Pass to Wembenyama. And here is Harper. To the hoop, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And the first one at the line is good.
And something scouts found very appealing about Dylan Harper. His skills are ahead of the rookie curve. He's got a deep bag already, a lot of moves that other guys would need to get schooled on.
He hits both from the stripe. Lakers trail by 6. Now, here's Kennard. He's got 7. On the wing, Reed. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Fox finds Barnes. It's Wembenyama, top of the key. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Reeves against Harper. Reeves outside. Just 5 to shoot, and Hayes throws it down.
Love the playmaking ability of Reeves. Looks to me like he improves this area of his game every season.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Floats it up for Wembenyama. Hayes with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. Vanderbilt inside. He's guarded by Harper. Pass to Kennard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Also, they show up top 5 in team rebounding. It's definitely a priority for their coach, which makes it a priority for the team.
And Greg, that field goal percentage you were talking about, they're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. San Antonio leading. And here is Harper. 8 points for him. Up top, Cornette. From 7, uses the glass that time, and it's good. Cornette's got 7 points in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Kennard setting the pick for Reeves. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Reeves has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Pass to Bryant. Here is Harper. Back to Bryant. Here's Cornette. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. 9 points in the game so far.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
To the inside. And Hayes throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Hayes with the steal, and it's the Lakers on the break. By himself. Look out! Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Bryant in the corner. No good on the 3. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Rui Hachimura out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Reeves in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Fox finds Johnson. And here's Vassell from the arc. Back to Johnson. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs. The Lakers trail. Pass to Kennard. Here's Reeves. San Antonio with the rebound. It's Vassell on the wing. They get the rebound. Deflects the pass. And here they come. Here's Hachimura. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hachimura's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside, Fox. Inside. Here's Cornette, covered by Hayes. And here's Harper from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Now Reeves. Kennard on the wing. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Fox with it. Pass to Cornette. Now Vassell. Now Harper. He's defended by Reeves. There's the screen. Shoots. And it's San Antonio with another.
Operating the pick and roll like a seasoned vet. Great job by the rookie Harper to just let that develop.
Reed. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Harper kicks to Vassell. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Reeves outside. Bounce pass from Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Beyond the arc. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got 16 here in the second half.
Making the most of his opportunities. He's been effective down the stretch. Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Vanderbilt, a screen on Harper. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And Smart subbed in for Hachimura. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Barnes is checked in. Cornette kicks to Johnson. Off target with his 3.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Pass to Kleber. Now, here's Vanderbilt. Reeves outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Reeves has got 7 points for the quarter.
Always a focal point for this offense. Reeves is on another level tonight.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
As the game has worn on, I mean, they've had real trouble protecting the rock.
And the Lakers with some changes. James comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Smart. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. Vassell comes in for Fox. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Barnes. Pass to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
4 on the clock. And a deep 3 from James. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Barnes. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Harper's checked in. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's James. To take the lead, and the Lakers with another miss. Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Smart misses. Barnes outside. Great D that time from LeBron. The Lakers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Vassell against Vanderbilt. From the top of the key, and LeBron James gets it to go. LeBron's got 24.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Here's Castle. Stolen by Smart. Here's Vanderbilt. LeBron outside. Out to Doncic. Has got 40 points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
LeBron against Barnes. Doncic left side. And stolen by Barnes. All by himself. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 1. Reeves outside. Smart kicks to LeBron. Good, and Smart gets the assist. James has got 27 points.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Oh, my goodness. Wembenyama delivers the hammer.
Wembenyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Doncic outside, and here's Reeves outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Wembenyama high post. He's against Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5. Wembenyama down low. He's against Vanderbilt. He got it right before the clock ran out. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Ayton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jake LaRavia comes in for Smart. Then for the Spurs, Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in for Harper. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Buries the deep ball.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Oh, the slam dunk.
Boy, I tell you, I love seeing Barnes take these shots. Doesn't get overwhelmed, doesn't rush it, takes his time, and delivers.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. Here's Ayton. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Spurs trail by 4.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Free throw good, Wembenyama. And both free throws good for Wembenyama.
We've come to expect this from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
James outside. Now Doncic launches from deep. That's off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Fox. Trying again. Wembenyama. Good. The energy from Wembenyama.
And how about the young fella, Wembenyama, with a big-time bucket.
Ayton a screen on Castle. Here's Reed. James looking it over. Oh, the strength of LeBron.
And this is who LeBron James is, an incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
San Antonio's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Los Angeles has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Doncic. Now Reed. It's good.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his DNA for sure.
And San Antonio shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Fox against Reeves. Stolen by Reeves.
Reeves has no fear at all going against the big guys. Drawing the foul there because he's fearless.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Reeves against Fox. Barnes outside. Outside, Fox. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 7. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Fox missed on the 3. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Austin Reeves.